All right, I'm saying, I hope you can see my screen. Let me share again. Maybe it lost. All right, members, I hope you can see my screen. Members, can you see my screen?
Not yet, actually.
Not yet.
Opened up.
And now you can see?
Yes, we can.
Okay, that's good. So I'm saying the error of failing to navigate was coming from the loss of context. So how to solve this, how you're going to do your applications in the main app, just do like this. This is main, then say run app, and then put main material app, the other material app, the other structure of Flutter, material app, then put home. Then the home is how you put now your main screen. The main screen, if you go to the main screen, which is here in this file, it is just a stateless what? It's just a stateless widget. I've shown you how to design a stateless widget. Just write STLS, stateless widget. That is returning a scaffold. Don't return another material app. If you return another material app, you lose the what? The context, and it will not be able to navigate. So return the scaffold. I believe if I say the scaffold, you now understand. You can now do your rest of what? Of widgets. So yeah, so that's it. So I have already explained this. So I want, when I tap here, I should be able to navigate to the what? To the content. So when I click there, I'm navigating to what? To the real to the text styling screen. So the text styling screen is here. It's just nothing but a stateless widget. When you start playing with these things, you'll see they're just everyday things. They're not so much complicated. So when I go here, this is our stateless widget. So a stateless widget, that's when I click there, you see I'm going there. And I've already explained how you navigate from one screen to another. You see, this is just what you write. This is what you write. You can just pause the video and watch it carefully to understand how it is done. Just pause the video and see how I've written this piece of code. It's just step by step. And this is the logic that navigates you from one screen to another screen. Now this is our second screen that we are creating, and this is the black screen that you're seeing here. So we're going to design it, and we learn from this screen how we design the text. So I'll come. So here I'll go ahead and we learn how to design a what? Text. Okay. So instead of returning placeholder, I'll just simply return our scaffold, because scaffold makes our life very easy. So if I just save, you see I have a beautiful screen, and then this scaffold, we know it takes something called up bar. So up bar, I can just simply put there my title and say text styling, and then we shall have something that's beautiful like that. So only that our material app that we deleted, it had our simple what? Our simple theme. So let's go ahead and design that theme here, because you'll need it, because that theme was nice. So that theme, it is just an app theme. Just remove this constant. This theme, it has a what? App bar theme, and this app bar theme was having the background. We wanted the background to be blue, and then we want the color of text to be white, and then we want the to be bolded, and then you want the icon to be white. Yep. So you can pause the video and look at that. So we pass that theme in the what? In the material app. So if I run it again, we should be able to see our app bars to be styled following this main theme that we shall have defined here in our material app. You can even define this theme separately. You can even define multiple themes, okay, and someone can be able to switch. All right, so if I click here, so you have here our text styling, and this is the screen of text styling. Okay, so don't get confused. These things are really understandable, though you may see as if I'm running at very high speed, but when you start practicing, you'll see they are all relating. All right, so let's go ahead and see how we can style our text. So we are going to learn how we can style our text. Copilot. All right, so first things first. So first things first, we're going to put here our up bar. Our up bar in our text styling, and we have called it text styling. All right, I'm going to explain these things step by step, okay? I'm going to explain them step by step, okay? So we're going to learn text styling in this screen. So when I give you the assignment or something to try, I want you to also organize your things in that way. That I'll just click here and I go to a separate file, just like we've done here, which we have called text styling. In that separate file, you demonstrate the knowledge, or you demonstrate that you've understood what you're talking about. So in this text style, I've put something called, let me remove this. I've put something called column. So as we proceed, we're going to look at something called column. So a column will be a widget that will enable us to organize things with one on top of the other. So you just simply return here a column. So inside that column, it takes what we call children. So as we proceed, we shall see different types of children. Different types of widget. A widget that takes a single child and a widget that takes multiple children. So a column takes multiple children, means that it can take more than one child. So in this column, we're going to demonstrate different things of how we can style our what, or how we can style our text. So I go ahead and pass here the square bracket, and then I'm going to go to explain one by one. So I've just written a simple text, okay, and I'm going to explain to you how we can come up with such kind of text or that kind of styling. All right, so this column, let me just remove everything here so you can understand. So I'll just collapse everything here. You see, let me just show you. Just a simple thing, because you may think that I've skipped so much. It is just a scaffold. It is having a body of a column, and then it has, I can remove even this guy, okay? So it has just children. So in these children, it is where we're going to put our content that we're going to explain right now. So this column, you can give it what we call parameters. So parameters of the column itself, they are the one that will help you to set up the column. For example, we can go ahead and say our content should be starting from top. So you go ahead and give it what we call cross alignment, and then say start, it should be on top. It should be on starting, and then your main alignment should be start. So it will be always on top there. So this is called cross alignment. Then takes cross alignment takes cross alignment dot start. Whoever can put here dot, and then you'll be able to see different things that you can do. You can do dot center, dot end, something like that. We shall look at that when you come to the column topic itself. And now it takes children, as I told you. So our first child that we are looking at right now is how we write the normal text. So to write the normal text, this is the normal text here where there is number 1. I'll write the normal text. So if you say text, you'll be able to write the text on the screen. That's what I mean by text. You'll be able to write the text on the what? On the screen. So I'll write the normal text, and then text, it has what we call styling. So the styling, you'll be able to style in different ways. For example, if you pass a style parameter to text, it will give you different ways of how you can style that particular text. For example, here I am styling, I'm just saying style. After text, I put comma and then say style. I can go ahead and say text style, and then I go ahead and pass the font size. So font size means that you're changing the size of a what? Of a font. Alright? So you can change the font size like that. You can make it maybe 40 or 20, something like that. Okay? So I can go ahead and change the color of the text. I can make it black, or I can give it red. So if I say colors.red, it will be the red text. So you see how simple it is to format text in what? In in Flutter. All right, so that is how we write, we format, we change the font size. That's how we change the font color. However, you can add as many parameters as possible. But let's look at them in different examples. All right, so we go to the second example, number 2. Here, example number 2, we are doing what? We are showing you how you can bold. So if you want bold text, you can just simply say .bold, or you just in the text style class, you go ahead and pass .bold. You can even go ahead and pass different weights by just simply saying, for example, font weight, and then you go ahead and pass W, and then you put weight 800, so to give you the weight of 800. You can go ahead and pass the weight of 100 to be really light. Okay, so that's how you can change the lightness or thickness of a text. It goes from 100 up to 900 with 100 in difference. So you can put 100. So if you say 100, it will be very light. If you go ahead and put W300, it will be like that. So you can change the weight of your font like that. Okay. However, you can even define this style separately and then you import it. I'll show you how to do that. So that is how you format your font. So you can format this font and put them in our theme there in our main app at once. So everything that you do will be following that font that you'll have defined there. So that is how you write bold. You can just simply say .bold. So this is the common way. You can even say maybe .thin or .normal. All right. So if you say .bold, it will be bolded. If you want to make it much more bolder, you can just simply go ahead and do what? And do W900. W900 to make it much more bolder. All right. So that is how you do it. So if you want to make your font to be italic, so here at number 3, we are changing the font to be italic. So you can just simply make it like this. Give it .italic, it will become italic font. If you want to make your font to be underlined, the same steps, you can just simply go ahead and say .underline. It will make it underlined like this. This is number 4. We are showing you how you can underline your what? Your text. All right. If you want to make your text to be striked through, for example, here at number 5, you can just simply go ahead and pass text decoration .line through. If you say .line through, your font will be striked through like this. I hope you can see number 5. It is having that strike through. However, all what you're doing, you can still decide to do them on the same font. On the same text. Okay, so if you want your text to be number 6 here, if you want your text to be having some shadow, you can go ahead and give it a parameter of shadows, and then go ahead and give it a shadow, and then define the offset with the expected radius, and then you shall have here the kind of a shadow on number 6. If you want your shadow to be red, you see, you can make your shadow to be red. If you want it to be yellow, you can make your shadow to be yellow, like that. Okay, so you can give multiple shadows even, since it is an array. All right, so I can go ahead and say I give another shadow. This shadow should be purple, and it should be having an offset of 3 to 3. So this is 3 shadows. I mean, these are 2 shadows on the same font. It's having a shadow of black, so you can maybe the shadow of red, follow with that one of purple, all of them in the same place. So that is the shadows. All right. As I tell you, you can still do all these things on the what? And so you can still do all of them in what? On the same font, on the same text. All right. So we go here to number 7. You can still change the background color of your font. For example, you see, I'm making this font to be having a yellow background. You see, can still do that. All right. I had number 8. You can still go ahead and give your font a custom font. Okay, by doing what you call font family, and then you go ahead and give the font family like that one. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so that is also accepted. So that is how you can play fonts, or that is how you can play with what? With the text styling. And you can still do all these things on what? On the same text. Members, I hope you're together. I hope you're understanding things now. Yep, I hope you're understanding. So you can pass more things. Just press here and press Alt and Enter on the text styling here. You can still have so many things that you can pass on what? On the font. So go ahead and learn beyond that. All right, go ahead and learn beyond that. Okay, so let's proceed to something else. So that's how you style fonts, by the way. That's how you style fonts. I wanted to show you that you can still define these fonts separately. For example, I can go ahead and define these styles separately and just implement them here. Just come here and create maybe my font style. Okay, just come here and say my custom font, and just simply go ahead and say style, and then I go ahead and define my font style. You see, so you can design your things just like the way you see CSS of HTML, that you can design things separately and then use them in so many files. All right, so I can design here my font and just come and give it color of red. So I just come and create here my text that implements this. All right, and just say, instead of putting this, I just go ahead and pass the style. Let me remove this constant. All right, just go ahead and pass the style. You see, and pass the style here. So you see, I'm defining this style separately. It can even be in a separate file, just like the way you know HTML and CSS. You define them in a separate file, and then you reuse them in so many different files. All right. Okay, so that is how you can define styles separately and then use them in so many different styles like this. So you can define this one in separate file, you design your things at once, and then you reuse them in different files. All right, so let's look at another thing. We're going to look at, I think this is the last topic. We're going to look at what do I have on my main here? We're going to look at layouts. Let's look at layouts. However, we can begin with layouts in the next lecture, I think, yeah. Because they're also very important. So we have 2 different layouts. The first layout is, or you can call them widgets. So layouts, they are the one that helps you to organize your data, but you cannot see them. So, for example, we can have a layout. If you have ever dealt with web programming, you have what you call those layouts. Well, for example, a div. A div will help you to organize your content, but you cannot see a div by your own eyes. You can have a table. A table will help you just organize your content, but you cannot see like the table. The table is not actually the content. So in in Flutter, we have also layouts. So these layouts can help us to organize our content, but you cannot see them actually. So the most common layout that we always use is called container. So before I even go to container, I would like you to know that we have 2 types of layouts. A layout that will take only one parameter or one child, or a layout that will take multiple parameters, or what will take multiple children. So a container will take a single what? A single child. And things, other layouts like columns, rows, they'll take multiple children, and we shall look at them. So let's use these remaining minutes. Our time is over, but let me just use this extra 5 minutes to teach you about container styling, and then after we go ahead and listen your questions and answer them, and then call it a day. So let me go ahead here and come to our main screen here, and then we're going to create so now you see this main screen, we put only one single list tile, but want to link it with what? With many things. Okay, want to put here so many things in a way that we can just simply click and go to another topic, click and go to another topic. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going just to add a column. So if you want to add a column, so you can be able to support multiple items here. So there are ways. You can first delete it and add a column. And for example, I can first delete it like this. I cut it and then create here my column. I know column is going to take multiple children, and then paste there what I'd cut. Another technique, you can just have that one, and then I can then just come and right click here and just say show. So we just show the context actions. So among the action that you shall see, it's called column. So if you say column, it will just automatically surround this with a column. So you'll just achieve the same thing. That's the technique that you're going to be using most of times. So I'm just going to duplicate this guy, list tile, and then come on top here and add another tile that I'm going to call container styling, and then I can change the subtext and call it learn how to style containers in Flutter, and then we can also change the icon to maybe style. Yep. So if I save, now you'll see that you have here container styling. All right, that's beautiful. Now what we're going to do, we're going now to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and design and create a class that we're going to learn how to demonstrate how to style containers. So let me go ahead and do that. I'll just simply come here to screens and then say new, and then say file, and then say container styling dot. All right, and then come and head and create here stateless screen that I'm going to call container styling. All right, oh my god, the spelling is not correct. Yep, it's okay. Can just simply say container. Container styling. All right, so come and remove this constructor so it is full. Go ahead and import the material package here like that. So I can go ahead and return here what? Our scaffold. You see how things are now making sense, and then the scaffold will have what we call an up bar that will take an up bar that has a title, and just simply say maybe you just simply call it learn container styling. All right, so it will have a body, that we're going to demonstrate different ways of styling a container. So I'm going to link this screen with our main screen. So I'll come to our main screen here. Instead of having here text styling, I'll go ahead and put container styling and import it, and I save. So when I'll be clicking here on container styling, it will take me to the container styling. So when I click there, you see the container styling. All right, we shall begin from there. In the next lecture, we're going to see how we can really actually style these containers in so many different ways. Yeah, so that's it. I'll receive your questions, members, if they are there. I'll be glad to receive your questions.
Yes.
Yes, please.
I have one. I don't know. It might take us like to the beginning, but I think it can help me because me, I don't understand it well. I wanted you to give the difference between SDK and then APK.
All right. So SDK is a standard development kit, as we said in the previous lecture. SDK is the Flutter, itself. The other Flutter that you downloaded, if you did the previous lecture, that thing is called an SDK. That thing that you downloaded is called an SDK. Now, APK is the application that you have compiled. Let me show you something. So now you see this is we have been learning these things, We have been learning these things, okay? Now I'll just simply come here to build and say build APK. So Flutter is going to build for me, or Android is going to build for me, a software or a mobile app that you can be able to install in your phones. So that's what we call an APK. So I'm building an APK right now. Let it finish. When I finish, I'm going to put it on a Google Drive, and I give you the link. So when you install that, you download and install that APK, you'll be able to have this application in your phone. In simple terms, an APK is the final software that you distribute to people. Is what you call APK. APK in full is what? APK is called Android Application Package. Okay, so that is what you distribute. Right now I'm building an APK and I'm going to share with you. You download it, that APK, and then you install it in your phone. And then I'll have distributed this software. I'm building this software right now, and then you'll be able to install it. So SDK is the software that we are using to create Flutter. That we are using to create the app. Call it SDK, Standard Development Kit. And then APK is now the app that we are Software Development Kit. And then APK is now the software that we are actually building, that I'm going to distribute to you. Hope you've understood the difference, sir. Have you?
Yes, please.
All right. Let me have another question. I want you to ask questions so you can understand things. Let me see.
Could you go back to the icon part? I'm trying to understand that icon.
So Flutter.
But also a question on how, supposing I have like my own icon, and it's what I would like to maybe appear there, and I wonder if that is something that is possible. If I have my own my own designed icon, let's see.
All right. So Flutter gives you ability. It comes with so many things. We're just looking at a few of them. We're just looking at very few things. We're not even like 10% of what Flutter can possibly do. So Flutter comes with icons. So material icons. So come and search here. Material. Come on Google and search material UI icons. So Google, it has common UI icons. So come and search them here, or you can simply add there Google icons. You can search Flutter icons, and it gives you a cheat sheet, what you call a cheat sheet, where you can find all the icons. So if you come here to fonts.google.com/icons, you'll find so many icons. So all these icons, most of them, if you click on one, you see here, they'll show you how you can get on web, I can get to some Flutter. So Flutter, when you're using Flutter, it gives you all these icons, okay? All of them. So if you want to add an icon in your application, just simply come and say, for example, icon, like this. So this icon will take what you call icons, okay? Icons. And then you say icons dot. So it's when you say dot, you can be able to do what? To access any of these icons. So if I say icons.home, icon.user, to give me a user icon. Sorry, icon.profile, icon.home, icon.user, icon.camera, icon.what. So you'll find all of them here. Icon.clock, icon.accessories, accessibility, all of them, they'll be here. So if I save, you'll see that an icon is here. So you can even increase the size of an icon, size, for example, say maybe 40, you'll see the icon will be that big. All right. I can change the color of an icon, give it color, and say maybe it is blue, it will be blue. If I want it to be red, it will be red. Okay. So that is what Flutter gives you. There are so many parameters. You can style it, you can make it feel. You see, you can give it its weight, something like that. For example, I can give it weight and make it bolded. I don't think that is accepted. All right. So that is the whole point. In Flutter, you can be able to do what? To access the Google icons, material UI icons, and you can get the cheat list from here. You want an icon for heart, yeah, like that. So when you proceed, we shall look at all these things. So if you have your own icons, I will show you how you can add them. Well, you can even make your own research and so you can add them, but it is accepted. You can add your own icons. You can add custom icons. There are packages for icons. If you don't like these icons of Google, you can still come and search Flutter icons. So you'll find other packages. So other people are giving you Flutter icons package. You'll find other people are giving you more icons, more beautiful, font awesome to also have a Flutter package icon. For example, me, I use this one called feather icons. So this feather icon, they are also nice icons. You see, they are here. So if you want to get their cheat list, just simply come and search feathericons.com. You'll find them here. So these are feather icons. You see, all these icons. For them, they look much more beautiful. So you just add that package, and then you'll be able to access all these icons. They are much more beautiful than those of Google. So you can add even your own icon. That's the answer. If you want to know how to, just search. You can add them as an image. You can add them as a what? As a package. So I think I've answered you. Did I?
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome. So let me see if there is another hand. Yep. Can I get more questions? If you are there, just open your microphone and start asking. So as you're loading your questions, so you see I came here and say build and say APK. As I was answering. Yeah, let me finish answering, then you come. Yeah, let me finish, then you ask. So yeah, let me finish, then you ask. So I said build APK. So it built for me an APK. I came here to build and then say APK. So this APK, as I explained, it is under build folder, outputs, APK debug. So this is my APK, you see. So I just simply come here and say open in Finder. So this is our APK, you see. Here is our APK. Can you see it? It is here. So I can just give it a name. I can call it, for example, Mohindo app. But it's very heavy. I don't know why. Why is it very heavy? Let me look at this one. Okay, I think this one will work. Yep. So I can just simply come and call this one Mohindo app. So that's my APK. So let me go to Google Drive. Have so many things here. Just I just come and drag and drop this APK there. So you can send this APK to someone on WhatsApp. You can send to someone on WhatsApp. They can go ahead and install it in their phone. For example, I'm putting it on Google Drive. I'm going to give you the link right now. You download it in your phones and then install it. And then you'll see that what we're doing here, you're now having them in your in your phone. So the brother who asked what is an APK, I believe now you know what's the difference between an APK. An APK is now the real app. Right now I'm creating now the app that I'm going to distribute to you. All right, ask your question. So you see I come here, right click, share, copy link, or just right click, share. I go ahead and say everyone with the link can access it, can view, and then I copy it and then come to the chat. So you go to the chat of our Zoom and you'll see the link for the APK. Go ahead and download the link. Open the link on your phones and then you download that APK and then you'll be able to install it in your phone. So whatever we have been developing, you'll be able to access it in your phones respectively. All right, let me have another question as you're doing that. Tell me if you have successfully installed the app that I've shared with you. There's another lady who was asking a question. Do you still have it or you've been answered? Anyone who has a question, just open your microphone and ask.
I was actually... Hello?
Yes, hello. We can hear you loud and clear.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, clearly. We can hear you clearly.
Yeah, it's actually still about the icons. The person who asked about the icons also wanted to know whether it's possible to use your own designed icon. Like you don't go to Google and use the already existing icons for Flutter. They wanted to know whether you can actually design your own icon and then you use it in the app.
The answer is yes. You can do so. You can add there your own images. You can add there your own icons. It is very possible. You can add even here there your own custom font. You can design your own font, create TTF files, and add them. So the answer is yes. I hope I've answered you.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Do you have another question?
Hello.
Yes, please.
Good evening, guys. I have, I think, 3 questions. I don't know if I'm audible enough.
Loud and clear, sir.
Okay, fine. One, I didn't have this question, but it just popped up when Anita was speaking. She talked about in case you want to